have another video for you guys. This time it's all about how I edit my Instagram photos, which I also use as my thumbnails here on YouTube. I get loads of compliments on how, like, on my photos basically and on my thumbnails. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I edit my photos in order to use them for my Instagram aesthetic, you know. Yeah, if you like these types of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, when we hit 2K, we're gonna have a giveaway. Yes, we'll have a giveaway, and we're getting close. We're getting really close. So I love you guys so much. Stay tuned. So we're gonna start off with a photo that is just of my face. So I am going to select this red lip heat. If you watched my most recent video, this is the makeup look that I did, and I'm gonna just go ahead and click on this one over here. So that's the one I'm gonna be working on. First things first, I go into my editing. If you see it here, it's like a little bubble with all my editing software that I use on my phone. And by the way, I have an iPhone and I have a MacBook, so I edit everything with Apple products. So first things first, and I'm sure you can get these apps on the Google Store, whatever it's called, Google Play Store. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure you can get these apps on there too. Just go ahead and I guess search in the engine. But first things first, I'm gonna start off with Facetune. So Facetune is a paid app. I believe it was $2.99, one-time purchase. I have been using this since the beginning of time. I love it so much. This is the most recent photo that I've edited. Yeah, those glasses are dope, aren't they? They're fire. But that's not the photo we're working on right now. I'm gonna go and open my album, and I think it's in here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to that photo there, and it's always telling me to use the recommended size, but I don't care. I want to have all the megapixels that my camera is capable of, so I don't want to screw anything, so I use the maximum size. Yeah, so this is the rough draft of the photo. You can get really close and personal to this photo. It's not a bad photo. You can see there's like a stray hair running across my face. You can see my line of demarcation of my wig, so I want to definitely edit that. And I might even have a couple little sweat beads on my lip. So we want to just smooth all of that out. So my favorite function of the editing software that Facetune has to offer is the smoothing option. So I just go in and I just smooth everything that I feel is looking a little rough. But yeah, this is my face, natural, just, and I have lots of lights on me. I have 2 soft boxes and a ring light. So that's the and I forget how much megapixels. I'm filming in 1080, so that should tell you what type of camera quality this is. So I'm gonna go in and just kind of clean this all up with the smoothing. I'm just using the first smoothing option because I don't want to make it look too crazy. And sometimes when I do my highlight, I don't blend it all the way. So yeah, you can see my little baby hairs there. Because of that wig demarcation, I'm gonna go in with the heavy smooth and just kind of dot along that, just to kind of, you see how it does erase. I have a little widow's peak, so I'm gonna leave that alone because you want it to still look natural. And if I have a pimple or two, unless it's really big and obvious, I really don't mess with it. So I'm just smoothing right along my face here, on my jaw, my chin, my upper lip, where that, I don't know, I think that's sweat beads. Yeah, when these lights start to shine, sweat beads really come shining through. Just smoothing along my jaw here. And I think that I'm okay with my eyeshadow. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then I kind of just smooth out my neck. Why not, right? Smooth out my neck and my chest area because sometimes I get blemishes on there. Major key is to scrub. All right, so right now, I'm pretty smoothed out, a little bit more than I normally do, but I'm just gonna show you by using this little button on this what is this? The right hand corner here. It's like 2 little papers overlapping. You can see the original, and then that's the edited. Original, edited, original, edited, original, edited. So it's pretty smooth out. Yeah, I will take it. I'm going to kind of smooth out these flyaways here because they're a bit out of control. I really forgot to brush my hair or something. I was filming a late tutorial, so I literally just took my wig and threw it on. Like, yeah, so the photo is pretty much all smoothed out. I think I over smoothed my top lip, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead now to the detail option. So this is one of my favorite options, which I also learned here on YouTube. So that's why I decided to do this video, because I learned a lot from YouTube and what people were recommending. And once I started doing this, this is when I started noticing people were like, what kind of camera are you using? What this, what that? But obviously I have good equipment, but it's also, I have really good editing software too. So I just go through my hair, not the areas where I know there's flyaways, but I just kind of define any little hairs or whatever, just to kind of pick up everything. And I think I can bring back that. Yeah, I can bring that back a little bit. There we go, on my top lip. And then I go in and just define my lashes. It really just kind of brightens and whitens everything up. Yeah. All right. And then another favorite thing of mine, ooh, I can actually go into my top and just kind of brighten up the top or detail up the little crinkles in my top. So yeah, that's that. What else I want to do before I leave this app? I'm going to go ahead and just whiten. So the whitening, don't mind that straight hair. I'm going to leave that be, because if I go to smooth this all out, it's going to take away from the highlight. So this is the thing that has everybody on my Instagram going crazy. Granted, you can see my highlight in real life. It is pretty popping. Okay, it is popping. But this is how you get it like A1. It's still subtle, but it really makes it pop. So I'm going to go ahead and just run my finger right across my top of my cheek there. You see how it just brightens? It's almost like where the light hits it. Okay, so now I'm pretty much done with this app. And I'll show you the before. Does it show it? The before. Oh, I have to leave the whitening option first. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like before and then after. Before, after, before, after. I just looked a little more greasy. It looks greasy. Okay. So now we're gonna leave this app. We're all done. We're gonna save this original to the camera roll. So now that's all finished. I'm gonna go ahead now to another one of my favorites, and it's Camera360. I like this app. Camera360 and Afterlight, they both have two functionalities that I really like, which is it clarifies or improves your photo. So this is Camera360. I really dig what it does to your photo. So I just click into my album and I go and find my photo that I'm currently working on, which is that one. All right, we're already seeing an improvement in this photo. I hope you guys see that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and click on the little, I don't know what the heck that is. It's like a little wand. Click on the wand, and I'm going to click on effects. This is mainly the only thing I really use from this. I go into enhance, and after I enhance, I click on enhance, I click on improve. So night and day. This is amazing, but it's a little bit too much, so I'm going to take it down a couple notches. I'm going to click on the improved option and just bring it down to maybe about 55. 100 looks like that. 55 looks like, or 50 will work. It kind of like brings out everything. I don't know how else to explain it, but I love it. I'm pretty much done with this photo. The next thing I really do is I go ahead and save this. Hit save. And I use Instagram to edit the photo the rest of the way. You're thinking, this photo is perfect. You don't need to do anything else to it. But Instagram also has editing functions. So if I feel like when I edited, I lost my pigmentation, my chocolatiness, I will go in with the Instagram app to edit the photo and bring back the chocolatiness or brighten my skin or whatever the case may be. Afterlight is also a really good app. I'll actually take the same photo from the basement of it, if that makes any sense, you know, the original edit from Facetune, and I will show you how I can create that same clarify look or improvement look with Afterlight. Afterlight is a free app too. So I'm gonna click onto albums. I'm just gonna click all photos. I think this is a little laggy. All photos. Oh, you know what? There's the photo right here. Yeah, this is the photo. So I'm gonna click use. And I click on that. It looks like adjustments button. I just click on that and this is the Afterlight Clarify. Very similar to what the other app does, but I think this whitens you more. So I don't particularly care for how white and how bright my skin got after using that app. So yeah, but this is an app I use too. It all depends on the photo. Every photo, you can edit it differently. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna just go into my Instagram app now and show you what else I do, because the Instagram is where it all comes in. And of course I gotta just check out my feeds real quick. I love you guys so much. You guys are just awesome. It's so sweet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and click on the like add button. Yeah, that's the button there. So I would like to center it a little bit. There we go. And then we're gonna click next. And this is actually the photo for today. So I'm going to go ahead. You can see there's lots of, ooh, that's pretty. But I don't ever use any of these just because I feel like, ooh, that's actually really nice. But it makes, I don't know. I just keep it normal and I only use the Luxe. The Luxe kind of deepens my skin tone and lightens where it should lighten. And yeah, I kind of really dig that right there. So I do that, click done, and then I click edit and see if, what it will look like, a little brightened or a little deeper, a little darkened. So I actually just will take it down like a couple notches there. And then I will even sharpen the photo up some more. I've already smoothed out all my flaws, so it shouldn't sharpen my flaws, if that makes any sense. Because I've already smoothed them all out, all the greasy look that I had before. So this is just sharpening up my hair, and you can see my hair is a little tangly over there, so I'm not going to sharpen it that much. Let's sharpen it maybe to about 5. Let's see what it looks like without it. You can't even tell. It's not even worth it. But you can also see that's what I do sometimes if my hair is looking right. I'll sharpen the photo. So now I'm done. I'm done with my photo, and I just click, I add it to all my my social media, which is my Instagram, my Twitter, and I now have Tumblr too. I don't really talk about Tumblr too much because I'm not that active on it. It's just kind of whatever I post on Instagram will be on my my Tumblr. So yeah. But yeah, and then I will add a caption and then I'll post it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I edit my photos. I know it seems like a lot, but I absolutely love this method. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you need any further help at all with editing your photos to have that Instagram aesthetic, you know, that everybody wants and desires to have on Instagram when you're trying to grow your social media, I will definitely be your helping hand. Just comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And when we hit 2K, we're gonna have a giveaway. Yes, you heard me correctly, a giveaway. I love you guys. Bye. This